Hello sunshines, it's me Daisy Loops and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to do more of a talking video because I feel like I haven't sat down and talked with you guys in a long time, but also I wanted to show you guys something that I've been working on for a minute. It's the crochet poncho design that we did in the last video, which I'll put right here. And I just wanted to be honest and let me just get it for you guys really quickly. So this is the design that I came up with. This was a concept idea that I had for a poncho idea, and I wanted to do like humongous squares, like maybe 4, but now that it's made, I don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because I feel like it's too drapey. I mean, it could be something. Maybe let me like play around with it a little bit. Maybe it could be a hat, you know, like that's kind of cute. A Daisy Loops hat. Actually, that's very cute. But I mean, like, who's wearing that for real? That might be a cute hat though. I might make that as a thumbnail. That's actually not a bad hat. I might have to save that for a later concept. But for a poncho, I do feel like the rose is too big. And I wanted to be honest and talk about that because I feel like as a designer, a lot of times we do start projects and we do work on them and we end up not liking them, we end up scratching them. And you know, that's just the reality of designing. Sometimes you come up with a concept and you have to keep working with it to figure out what didn't go right with it, what went wrong. And you know, for me, I just feel like the rose is way too big and I wanted it to be big. I emphasized in that video how big I wanted it to be, but now that I have that first square, I'm trying to like play with it to kind of see like if I would end up liking it. But honestly, wearing this out, I don't know, like I could go with it, but I do feel like the rose in the middle is just too big. But when I put it on my head though, it is kind of a cute, funky, fun hat. But also like, I might keep this swatch and turn it into a hat and just maybe make some connections in the leaves and tighten this part up again, maybe go down needle size, because I did this with the biggest hook size that I had and I don't know if that was a end. I think I used the end hook for this. But yeah, I did want to come and tell you guys that I'm gonna keep working on that design. Let me find the book so I can show you guys kind of what I had sketched up originally. Let me see if I can find the page. It feels like I'm about to read a scripture from the Bible. Where is it at? Because I know I wrote it down in here. I know I sketched it out somewhere. I think it's right here. Yes. So this was the original design that I came up with. And I do feel like that kind of goes with it. Like I did make what I set out to do, but I do feel like that rose is humongous. And I did say I wanted a big one, but that's huge. So this is the concept. I might have to go for just doing small roses, like a shawl filled with the small ones. But I did want it to just be flowy and big and airy because it is spring's starting to get into summertime and I knew like it's just gonna be hot outside, but these gaps are huge that are like right in the middle right there, so I don't like that. And why is my eye watering? I feel like why is my eye watering right now? It's like crying out for this failed project. But yeah, I'm not gonna give up on this design. I'm gonna keep working on it. This is part 2 of that designer series. I think I named it Crochet or Design a Crochet Poncho with Me or something like that. But I did just want to talk about how it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. And it was a little disappointing because I was very excited for it. But then a part of me also knew that it was getting to be too big, but I still kept going with it because I just wanted to see what it turned out like. And sometimes that's the way to go. Designing is a lot of trial and error, and that's okay. I feel like I'm rambling, but I have been wanting to get back on the camera and talk for a long time and get back comfortable with being on the camera. Let me just breathe for a second. But I hope you guys are all doing well. And I want to know what projects you guys are working on as well. And give me some project ideas. Like, I like crocheting. I haven't really made too many of other people's patterns because I'm usually just designing my own. But I would definitely love to try other people's patterns because I think it's fun. But I do want to make one of these again. This is my Alice cardigan. And I will be making a video about this because this is one of the first designs that I made that I had like a model for and everything. I was very excited, and I made two of them actually. There's one and this is the other. So I made two, and then I had a fall version that I will complete even though it's not fall anymore. But I just feel like I'm gonna go ahead and jump to fall because it's already summer basically, you know. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just start planning out my fall content. But I find myself making pieces that I don't end up wearing just because like that was an idea that came to me. It was fun, I enjoyed it, I loved it, but it's not something that I would necessarily wear. This, I have worn this a lot, but I don't know, it's like it comes down to kind of what are you doing it for? Are you crocheting and knitting and just designing in general to make wearable pieces? Or are you doing it just for the fun of it and the creating aspect? And I think it's a little bit of both. I want to make designs that I wear myself, like where is it? This, nope. These tops right here. I do need to make another one, but I do actually wear these all the time, and I'll put a link in that video up here. And these, like, I do love these a lot. So I actually need to make one of these in another color. I don't know what color, but I think I need like a cream one. So that is something that is an example of crocheting things that I do wear. An example of crocheting things I don't wear is literally this whole, well, no, I've worn some of that before, but realistically, like, I'll bring out a piece. I've never worn this before. This has never seen the light of day. I made it for fun, just trying things out, testing things out. That's why it's in this color, because this is red heart, just some gray yarn, and realistically, I'm gonna wear this. But it was still cute, and it was my first time like trying a pattern design this way, and I think it turned out really nice. But I could always go back and reconstruct it in a more light yarn and more flowy, make it more flowy. But yeah, so I have a lot of things in here that I don't wear. A lot of things in here were just me designing and having fun, and honestly I think that's okay. I think it's starting to come to me what I kind of wanted to summarize and get down to it, is that it's okay to just do for fun. It doesn't have to always be for a reason, for other people. You can create just for yourself. You can learn, you can make mistakes, and it's all right. I feel like as a perfectionist, sometimes we just feel like everything has to be perfect and everything has to have meaning and everything, you know, we focus so much on the motive and the meaning and the purpose, but sometimes it's okay to just flow. It's okay that you don't know what it means. You don't know what the purpose was. You just had the idea, you had the feeling, and you wanted to create, and you did. And you got that creativity out, you know, that feeling and that energy. You produced it out into a product for the world, even if the world doesn't see it. And I think that's okay. And that's kind of where I want to lean more into lately. It's because I feel like we can be so hard on ourselves because we want to be perfect, and because we want to prove not only to others but to ourselves that we have it and we're okay and we're creative and we're authentic and we're original, and you know, all the things we love to say. But honestly, it's okay. It's all okay. And that's kind of the saying that I've been coming up with, not coming up with, but a saying I've been saying a lot. It's like, at the end of the day, the day's gotta end. That's been one of my favorite sayings lately because it's so true. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing, no matter the hardships, no matter whatever you're going through, at the end of the day, the day's gotta end. And if you feel like in that moment it's too much to bear, just know that the day's gotta end. Let me put this back on my head just for fun. Maybe let me just put this back on my head just for fun, because I do feel like it's kind of cute, and I will probably come up with something with this because I don't know, it's kind of a look. This is kind of a look. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling myself in this, and I don't know why. I might do a photo shoot with it. with little pieces hanging down. I could probably like fill it out like this as is. What does it look like in the back? That's cute, honestly. It's May. That's crazy how fast time has went by. Like I remember driving up to visit my family in January and it's May. Time's going by so quickly. And I think that's something also that can be scary, is because sometimes it can feel like time is going by faster than I can get a grasp of life. And that's just a scary thought. And you know, as you get older, you start to think about your well-being and where you'll live, where you stay, what you'll eat, what you'll do. And I have to remind myself, as a Christian, I have to remind myself that the word does say to be anxious for nothing. Don't worry about what you're going to eat. Don't worry about how you're going to dress and what you'll eat, what you'll do, because he's got it all taken care of. And to relinquish that and have faith that he will and that he does, it can be difficult when your eyes aren't on him and it's on your circumstances and your many problems, and it could seem like that's like weighing more, but it's not really, because even today, just being off, today is Sunday and I was off and I'm off tomorrow, and it just feels like life's okay. You know, life, I can handle it, you know? I think I can bear it. And that's just by just having 2 days, like two days off. So sometimes it is okay to step away from the chaoticness of the moment and breathe. And I think that's kind of what I want to do a lot more lately. I don't know, what I want to do a lot. What? Oh, whatever. I want to live in peace, and I want to flow, and I want to create, and I want to be a light, and I want to have fun, and I want to smile. I want to laugh, and I want to exist as a beautiful image of God. And I want to show people that it's okay to be unique, and it's okay to be yourself, even if you don't fully understand what it all means, even if you don't fully understand the capacity of what you know, that whole like, who am I? You know, what does being me mean? You know, I want to get away from so much of figuring that out and just being, you know, so much of thinking like I have to have everything figured out and I have to know exactly who I am and exactly what I want to do and exactly who I want to be, and just existing because I'm already those things if I just allow myself to flow. I'm a limitless person. The sky's the limit. It's only go, like, there is no limit. The possibilities are endless to what life can be and what life can become. You know, we get so used to our circumstances, so used to our own pain and traumas, and so used to our own joys and triumphs, the good and the bad, that sometimes we can just seclude ourselves to that and not realizing that life is so much bigger than that. And sometimes that's why it's good to take a step back from your circle, from your life, do something outside of your normal, outside of your comfortability. That'll open you back up to realizing that life is so much bigger than what you eat, what you wear, what you like, what you dislike. That's why when I go to the grocery store, sometimes I'll try something new. And sometimes I think, man, I'm wasting $4, $5 on something that I might not even like. But that, in my own way, might not work for everyone, but for me, it just helps me to get out of that comfortability. And either I learn something new about myself, that I like something, or that I don't like it. 9 times out of, well, there's been times I've tried new things and I didn't like it. Like today, I bought two, I can't even my finger. I bought 2 new kombuchas today. And the one I tried was strong. It got me. It really did it's strong for real. And then I bought the usual one that I get, and then I got another one. So I can't wait to try that one. But I'm gonna drink the strong one first. That one, it really got me. I might drink some more later. It's really good. This video is all over the place, and I am okay with that. I'm realizing that that's okay to be that all over the place. And I don't have to have every video structured, and I don't have to always know what I'm talking about, and I can let my thoughts wander, and I can be myself, and I can laugh at myself. I can laugh at myself. And you know, I can just enjoy the moment of creating, and I feel better. I feel better after talking. Just rambling made me feel better, so I might do a lot more of these videos. I don't even know if I made any points, but if I did or didn't, what do they say? Eat the meat, throw away the bone. Ain't that what they say? Yeah. Ending off this video, I want to let you guys know to keep creating, keep shining your light. You are sunshine, and keep growing. For sure, it's important to grow. Never stop growing, never stop learning, never stop seeing that possibilities are endless for yourself. And you are the only one that can stop you. No one else, because no one has the power, no one has the ability to stop you unless you give them that power, unless you give them that permission to do that to you. So stop giving people that permission to make you feel some type of way, or to move you, to sway you. It's time to become stable. It's time to become firm. It's time to become, I think Psalms 1 is one of my favorites. It's where's the Bible at? Let me get the Bible. Psalms 1 has always been my favorite, and we'll end off this on that. And I don't even know if this is part of the Unknown series. I was confused if I wanted to make it a part of that or not. Psalms 1. Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. There's so many things in that I love, but one thing that stood out to me for sure just now was Psalms 1 verse 3. It said, he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. The main thing that stood out to me was that brings forth its fruit in its season. There is a time and a season for everything, as Ecclesiastes so eloquently says. And I think so we get so frustrated on when is it gonna happen, you know, how is it gonna happen, why to me, you know, but God has a plan for everyone, and in due season you will bring forth fruit. You have to keep planting. You got to keep planting and investing in yourself, and in due season you will bring forth fruit, and you will reap the harvest of what you planted. Yeah, that's really all I have to say, because I could keep rambling on and on, but continue to invest in yourself, and continue to plant words of wisdom and kindness into your own heart, and you are your greatest investment, and you are worth the investment. Okay, you are worth the investment. So take that time, even if it's 5 minutes a day. We spend so much time invested in other people's lives, and invested in what they're doing, and invested in the dog, the cat, the birds, the books, but what about you? When will you take that same amount of curiosity that you have for other people's lives and be curious about your own life? Because you are important, and you're loved, you're cared for. God loves you. Even if you don't believe in it, doesn't mean it's not real. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to finish watching my K-drama, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye sunshines. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay light.